Everybody, we are back. It is Tapedontlie, favorite Raiders podcast, favorite Raiders channel, favorite Raiders everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at Glenn Rockney for Glenn, and of course, pandasubs.com. Discount code TDL for 25% off. Also, make sure you hit up Homage. Hit up that QR code right there. Get it up. I'm going to leave it up on the screen for you. You can hit the pause button if you're late to the show. But if you're live, hit that QR code right there. And then you can go get you a cool Mendoza shirt or any other Raiders gear. So, like, it doesn't have to be the Mendoza shirt. If you don't like this shirt, you know, I think it's a cool shirt, me personally. But if you want to get something else, you want to get you a Max Crosby Tecmo Bowl shirt or whatever you want to get there. I think it's Bo Jackson, my bad. But there's a cool Max Crosby shirt on there as well, or any other Raiders gear, Raiders hats. You got it there using this QR code with Homage. All right. And of course, the TDL store. You know, it's Friday night. So we got a giveaway here. Glenn, what do you think we should go with today?
Oh, gosh. Let's see. What? We've done a lot of this stuff recently. So the polo?
You want to go to the polo?
Let's do the polo.
All right, let's do the polo. And we'll do another one here.
Something small. Phone case and a polo or something.
Yeah, phone case and a polo. That's a good combination. Yeah, phone case and the polo today. So we're doing the phone case and the polo for the giveaway today. All right, guys. So
you can get into any golf course wearing that with your phone case and that. No, I don't care what kind of dress code they have. You can get in, rep TDL at the golf course. Beautiful summer weather for the golfing Raider Nation.
Exactly. All right. So make sure you guys check the ticker. If you're late in here, I know people come here. Is there a giveaway? I'm putting in the ticker right now. Okay. So make sure you check the ticker. See what is the giveaway. So we're doing the TDL polo. Right, a little Under Armour. It has Under Armour too. All right, guys.
It is Under Armour.
Yeah, it makes you look really official. You know what I mean? And it makes it look like we're sponsored by Under Armour. So I like both of it. You get a good.
Yeah, you can get into college football games for free in that because they're going to be like, he's a Raider scout.
Exactly.
Because that's a Raider scouting channel.
Exactly. Like he's going to be like, oh, that's an official brand right there. He gets Under Armour, you know what I mean? You're gonna be able to get in the games for free. You'd be on the sideline and everything.
So even if you pay for the shirt yourself, like, oh, I didn't win the raffle and pay the shirt, it pays for itself.
Exactly.
You get into college football games for free.
Exactly.
You're next to Jelly Roll at the Tennessee Volunteers game, and you're like, hey, sorry about the divorce, man. But I'm loving watching this Alabama-Tennessee game with you.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And she has been talking too much. She needs to shut up. She's been talking a lot.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, all of the facts came out, and I was like, yeah, I'd leave her ass too.
Yeah.
Like straight up. It just what? She started her sex brand. Come on. I'm doing the sober country rap right now. You cannot have a sex brand. I make the money. You don't.
See, the thing is, she used to make the money because she's the host.
Yeah,
so she used to make the money.
She did. I know what you mean. Yeah. She's like, remember when you were selling, your mixtapes?
Yeah,
back in the trunk, and we needed money for Carl's Jr. later at night because you were big and fat. We needed Whataburger money later. I was paying for that with my sex brand.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I was hitting them streets.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was in the streets out here. And when you was fucking with Little White, remember the Little White days with
Oxycontin. Anyways, you're wearing the TDL polo next to him, and you're telling him, "Hey, I feel you, bro. You're right. You're 100% correct."
All right, guys. No, we're not talking about.
Yeah.
Gino has some problems this week.
He's gonna have to take care of that. Not our problem, but yeah, he's gonna have to take care of that.
I know. Obviously, the whole time she just smells his dragon breath too much. That's
she's like, you didn't see Kevin Byard, like all those times you didn't see Kevin Byard,
Yeah.
You threw it right to him every time.
That might have started the fight. She probably put that film on. She put that. Yeah. Look at you not to be able to see Kevin Byard. You don't take care of your kid, and you can't see coverage.
We're getting 6 yards of carry at this game, Gino.
You see nothing, no kids, no coverage. She was showing it to him.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
All you do is play video games.
Which honestly, That made a lot of sense to me. Like when she said that, I was like, yeah, actually,
Yeah,
it does make sense.
it does make sense. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, abuse we got to figure it out. The cops got to figure it out and stuff like that. But like the video game thing,
Yeah. For, nobody's accusing him of the crimes of last season except for us, but we might have found the culprit.
yeah. He was out in Vegas. He's playing Elden Ring. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn that one off.
He's playing Elden Ring? That's not what I would have guessed. Gino's probably playing like Farmville. He's probably playing like phone games and stuff. He's probably playing like Farmville or like the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get it from the op store. Get it from the op store now.
See, I don't know. Gino does have that secret anime look.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, which is the thing. New NFL players are nerds. Like you're either a nerd or you're doing armed robberies as a Lions quarterback. Those are the two. That's the two type of NFL players right now.
Yeah, he's got that secret nerd look. So you never know, man. You never know. He could be playing some Elden Ring, and that's why he couldn't get in the film. Chip Kelly, it was too much for him. Chip Kelly's throwing too much. He's like, dog, I can't turn this game off. There's no pause. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm in install mode right now with my level 7 druid. I don't know if that's what happens in that game, but yeah, that's my wife plays those games. I have no idea what's happening in them. But
okay.
She gets down. Yeah, she does get down. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell her to like get on Twitch, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you don't want to put her out there like that because
it's gonna be a jelly roll. It's gonna be a jelly roll situation. Yeah, no. I used to make the money. Yeah.
He's like, you know what I'm saying? While you're doing your little rare candy podcast.
Yeah. Well, you don't take the cat ears off. What you mean $100 tips? For what? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That girl's in Obsession now, the movie Obsession. She was a Twitch streamer.
Indian.
Yeah. She was doing whatever that stuff was, playing some game on there. It's a new era.
The reason why that movie's popular because she's as the old people say, she's a looker. You know what I mean?
They finally figured out that's how you get people to go to the theater again. What a shock!
Scare people with hot ass women. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It works out. Yeah, it was a reference, guys. Yeah, this is definitely some off season.
It's not a WoW rap. Maybe it was. I might have confused a few games there, but Elden Ring and WoW are probably not the same. I'm glad nobody got too mad in the comments about that.
Oh yeah. WoW is World of Warcraft. I just realized that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, she's a World of Warcraft. Oh,
my wife? No. She does not play World of Warcraft. No, hell no. Yeah. No, I don't know what that is. I don't. She played. What was the one she was? No, she that her game is because she's hyped about it because there's a new one coming out. It's Kingdom Hearts. That when I like back in the day, she was playing Kingdom Hearts like PS2, like back in the day, like that was her thing. And now they just said a new one's coming out, so she's fired up about that.
This thing is because World of Warcraft is real geek. I mean, we talk about people being geeks. A lot of people call themselves nerds and stuff, and they really aren't. And I'm gonna tell a story. I went to Comic-Con with my daughter. Like she was like 5 or 6.
San Diego.
No, it was Phoenix one. I didn't go too deep. I didn't go that too deep, right? Yeah. And I like comic books and all that shit, and I like some of this stuff. Sure. Yeah. But I realized there's levels to nerddom. There's levels. At that moment, I realized that I'm actually might be a cool person because I just didn't the smell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The looks. I realized I don't like comic books that much. That's what I realized. That I'm really not that nerdy, right?
People need to learn that about football. By the way, everyone thinks there's some football nerd now, and it's like no. You don't meet the real nerds. Like and I don't mean nerd meaning like I know analytics. Like no, like I'm talking about the guys who got takeout containers everywhere and they're just watching film. Like those guys. Come on.
Yeah. No LARPing for me, but I remember this because my daughter was like 6, so she came dressed as like Supergirl. But like, there's like there's like a full on dude dressed as a woman. He was dressed as like, you know what I'm saying? Like these geeks are like half naked too. It's like, yo, y'all need to relax with this. That's when I realized I wasn't a geek. That's when I realized it.
Yeah, they kind of combine it with the AVN awards there. You got to give the nerds a little something. Yeah, absolutely. Why are we talking about this right now? I have no idea.
I have no idea because we have
whatever. Oh, Gino's the gamer. That's why.
Yeah, Gino's the gamer. Yeah, I forgot how we got here. That is true.
Yeah, it was somewhat Raider related, old Raider related.
Yeah, but today we actually are going to talk Raiders stuff. I swear. I hope we're going to get there. We're going to get there, guys, and then do a little rundown. So we're going to talk about the Crosby trade rumors are back. We haven't talked about that since you missed last week. You know what I'm saying? And then we got JPJ starting guard, and then we're going to do second year leap. Right, some of our players we think are going to take a second year leap, and we're doing TDL giveaways. So we're just coming in. We are doing the TDL case and the TDL Polo Under Armour. All right, the Under Armour TDL Polo. All right. I don't know why I haven't ordered that for myself. I'm about to do that as soon as I get out of the show. I'm about to order that shit for myself. I have no idea why I haven't done that. It's nice, man. Right? I mean, I just look official. You know what I'm saying? Like if I roll up to I might go to training camp this year. So
you gotta have that on. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta have the Under Armour official TDL Polo on, right? But if I roll in the training camp, just so they're like, yo, who's this guy with the with the Under Armour Polo? Yeah.
I bet they'll know. I bet they'll pretend they don't know it, but I bet they know. Yeah. Oh, who's that? I never heard of that. That's a cool logo. What's that? And you watch it. Stop. Yeah. And we make fun of you guys on there, the beat reporters, whatever. Still,
Yeah. CMV. The AC is definitely at like 71 right now. I'm in Arizona. That's why I got a sweater on, and the AC is like right at above my head, so it's like super cold in here.
We were in the hundreds all week, and then this is how weird northern Nevada weather is today. It's 68 and windy as hell. I don't know what happened. They just switched up on me. I mean, I'm fine with it. Still got the AC running a little bit, but it was 100 2 days ago. It was nuts.
No, the extreme heat warning went away today. So, but it is still 103 right now.
Yeah, that ain't extreme. Not for you guys. That's nothing. Yeah.
It is still 103 right now. It's 7:00. It's about to be sunset and shit. So
yeah, you guys are only radio station numbers. You guys only get radio station numbers out there.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, we are giving those away, guys. So make sure you guys check that out as well. Anyways, Glenn, how you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Good. I'm sorry I missed last week, guys. I see that there's people saying, "Oh, you're not busy today." That's correct. I'm not. Wide open schedule today. But yeah, it's the off season, guys. Let's be real. Like, it's I could have played through injury, as they say, if it was during the season. Absolutely would not have missed that. So it's the off season. Feeling good. Quiet on the Raiders front. You got Lions cornerbacks robbing people.
Yeah.
Going to jail for possibly a long time. You got Brendan Sorsby. Brendan Sorsby got is he kicked out of the league? I have no idea. And the Raiders are just chilling. That's what I love about all this. Kirk Cousins is saying this. We're having a nice OTAs. That's all I needed to hear right then and there. I feel good. No news is good news at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Charles Snowden's gone, so we got to worry about him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got to get his little drunk driving incident. But yeah, the Raiders picked a bunch of guys. They picked a bunch of nerds basically. Like, did you watch the Behind the Shield? I can make you guys questions. People are asking us about.
I did.
The Abram. We're talking about the Abram comments too in a second.
Those. I mean, I have comments on it, but okay, whatever. But sure. No, let's. I did watch Behind the Shield. What were you going to reference from there?
Yeah, the Tapedontlie Stukes thing. Part of it. That was crazy. They said that was the best interview they've had with a player ever.
He is great. I saw him on Just Win podcast, the Ted Win. They've been really killing it for sure. Not to pump up other Raider content creators here, but they've been really killing it for sure. Him and Marshall Newhouse. They had him on. He was, I mean, if you just wanted to see what an NFL player like sounded like, if you could like build one in a lab for interview's sake, I mean, let's hope the play is matched on the field, but it's not going to be because of effort or character for him.
Yeah. Somebody sent us a build a player thing that we could do. I don't know if you saw that, Glenn.
No.
I do not see. He's build a player platform, buildaplayer.com.
That could be fun.
Yeah, maybe we do that tonight because if you get to some of these topics, I don't know how long we're gonna spend on these topics.
No, it might be a short, or we're shorter on, which again is good. Like I think that's a good thing right now.
My favorite part of it is that Genesis Smith was in the meetings because I really just threw that out there. I'm not gonna lie to you guys at the combine. People are like just jumped on that, but I really just was. I mean, I assumed, and I was right. It made me feel good that I was right seeing him on that program, just shaking the hand. I was like, you know what, I was right on time. But it's super interesting they didn't draft him. They drafted Dalton Johnson. They're basically the same player. I mean, even though I would say Dalton tackles better than Genesis, probably, and that's probably why they went with them. So that kind of makes sense. But he does miss some tackles too. But I really like Dalton Johnson. But just the trade on Sukes thing, of course, the Mendoza part of it. Mendoza showing that I drink beer with the guys. I drink beer and stuff, and I cuss, and him being offended that people think he's a nerd. I thought that was pretty cool because he seemed a little offended that like people like think he's this nerdy guy because he studies speech and stuff like that, and how to speak to people and how to speak and you know what I'm saying, and just to people, you know what I mean, just kind of a business guy basically, and I thought that was pretty interesting. So it kind of shows what his personality really is because he can go on Pat McAfee too,
right,
and still hang around with those guys as well.
Yeah, and I don't think you go to two different schools, and you're talking about Cal Berkeley, which again might be some nerds there, but not really. Their football team ain't going to be as nerdy as like the actual student body there. And then you go to Indiana, and you've kind of capture in terms of leadership both of those teams. Like you're not going to be like a lame, like a really weird, odd Comic-Con, Phoenix, Arizona, circa like 10 years ago guy. You're not going to be that. You're going to be a lot more affable. You're going to know how to get to people. It doesn't happen twice typically, like which I think is him hitting the transfer portal. Even though I remember when it happened, I was kind of bummed because I kind of pull for Cal here and there. Just being a Bay Area guy, I like when Cal's really good, and I was kind of bummed when he left and went to Indiana. I didn't, even though Indiana was coming off a college football playoff berth, I was kind of like, that sucks. And then he goes to Indiana, and it seems like he's been there 4 years. It seems like it seems like he helped literally build the program. Like, and you have to have some kind of personality for that, for people to buy in.
I agree too, and he's the type of guy who would drink some beers with you, man, and hit the local bar. Things. He's just about his business. And the thing is, I think people aren't used to that. They aren't used to somebody who is just about their business when it's time to be about their business, and then can hang out with people and relate with people and connect with them. And I know he's a business guy because he's called himself a servant leader. That is straight out of corporate. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever been a supervisor at a corporate place, you have to take servant leadership classes. Like, this is what it's be like a servant leader. So when he said that, I was like, yeah, you're definitely a LinkedIn business guy.
For sure.
But to be honest, I think that's how it's a good way to be a leader, because I feel like that's how Tom Brady was. Like, if you can get the guys to buy in, while also connecting with them and understanding that, like, you're there for them, and how they help you makes you better. So that leadership is the best kind of way that I like it too. So I really like that answer, but that was definitely the most corporate NFL answer. I've never heard an NFL guy call himself a servant leader.
One thing I just love about this team right now is that, and it's going to sound weird, but if it doesn't work, and I said this about Stooks, but I kind of mean this about all the core players on the team. If it doesn't work, it's going to just be because they're not as good at football.
Yeah.
and I know that sounds weird, right? Because you want the best football players in the world and you want to be the best at football. That's what it's about. But I thought Henry Ruggs was on his way to like becoming I don't know what he was going to become, but he was going to become, I think, a very viable deep threat in the NFL, and a guy who, a double-digit touchdown a year guy, definitely a big part of that team, I thought. But that happens, right? There's just a lot of these. I mean, Josh Jacobs, right? You have Josh Jacobs right now. I remember when Josh Jacobs had that DUI where he fell asleep on the side of the freeway and stuff, and just irresponsible stuff. And now we're seeing that culminate into, if the allegations are true with Josh Jacobs, some even worse stuff. Like, just this stuff allows you to snowball. And if you want these guys to be on your team for 10 years, I understand young guys make mistakes, but a lot of times they don't always learn from their mistakes. And they're drafting mature guys to where even if they do make a minor mistake, I bet it's the only one they make. In terms, and I mean this as people, not necessarily on the field. I think we're still going to have growing pains with them on the field. That's to be expected. I think this year is going to still be a lot of that. But I think they've drafted the right kind of guy, especially because you're in Las Vegas.
Exactly. Josh Jacobs, he always he broke the rule, which I always told my daughter he'd never date a running back, especially one like him that likes to be hit. It's just, he just likes contact, and he might contact you too. All right, to this Jonathan Abram question. What do y'all think about what Abram posted? The first thing I thought was pause.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss being inside you to the Allegiant Stadium. Josh McDaniels ruined it. I was not thinking he was going to go with Josh McDaniels on that. I will say, I thought he was going to go after Gruden, which again, they had a worse team with McDaniels, so that makes sense. My thing with that is the curse of being a Raider fan right now is when a player says something totally true, but you're also like, yeah, but you're also one of the reasons we stink. They drafted you in the first round. And I will say, what is truly worse for the Raiders? And this is an honest question because I think there's a case to be made for both. The use of the 3 first-round picks in 2019. And let's group in the 2 first-round picks in 2020 as well. Okay. The 5 first-round picks in 2 years, their use of those, or Josh McDaniels hiring. I'm not so sure it's Josh McDaniels hiring that's worse for the Raiders, because the 5 first-round picks in 2 years, where you come out of that with Clelin Ferrell, Jonathan Abram, Josh Jacobs, who was good. Yes. And then you get Henry Ruggs, who was good, but didn't. That ended horribly. And then Damon Arnett. That's what you come out with your 5 premium picks, of which you traded Amari Cooper and Khalil Mack for a couple of those. So you lose them, bring this in, and I'm kind of like, I get it, you're not wrong, but it's kind of like when the guy at work, the shittiest employee at your work comments that we don't get treated properly. I'm like, yeah, but you suck. I also have to cover for your ass all day. And because of our poor management, they don't realize they needed to fire your ass a long time ago. So I still got to put up with you. So you're commenting on our poor management, but that our poor management is the only reason you're starting on this team. So both sides bad. That's my take on that.
Yeah, is John Abram in the league anymore?
No, what? I don't even think. I think the UFL might have cut him. I don't know. First off, the Salmon thing. Remember the Salmon thing? That should have been a little bit of a tell.
Yeah, Salmon, I remember that.
And from Hard Knocks, where you're like, come on, man.
Yeah, you trying to get Derek Carr shit for that?
Yeah, it was so. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Next year's the Leatherwood. But for the sake of it, I'll just say, for the sake of the debate, I'll say the 2 years of horrible drafting. Because even the Josh McDaniels thing, just if you just had more talent with those picks, I bet you it's still bad, but a little bit more watchable. So yeah, Abrams out of the league, and he was just one of those guys that they drafted him in an era where hitting was kind of being quelled a little bit in the NFL. And he was a hitter. He was not a tackler. He was a hitter. It was very different than guys that just know how to tackle physically. He was just a hitter. He was a home run hitter where if he got you, see you later. And then he broke his collarbone his first game in his career, where you're like, that means you don't know how to tackle. So it's just unfortunately there was only one staff that was going to fall for that as high, and that was the Raiders. Right? Look at this guy, man. Look at Abram. Look, I'll call him Jonathan Labrum because you don't have shoulders after he hits you, pal. It's just this kind of they fell in love. You can tell you were like, this is a dumb administration falling for something that everyone else has moved past already. And I hope we're out of that.
Yeah. Because to be honest, man, I mean, he wasn't good until Gus Bradley played the most simple cover 3 that whole year. I mean, that was don't just drop him, or BD was just talking about this. This is probably the most easiest breakdowns for BD in his life that whole year, where they just serious drop back cover 3. They Gus Bradley in Seattle actually switched it up, and even with the Colts, he played a lot of cover 3, but it's still there was some too high there. That year, they literally were like, we're gonna play high school cover 3, because we don't have any talent.
Yeah.
And we're going to depend on this pass rush. And the pass rush was kind of taking off that year. That's when it started to get really good. You know, Quentin Jefferson had a pretty good year. Max Crosby got a lot of pressures, but he didn't end up with a lot of sacks, but pressures still leads the quarterbacks getting rid of the football, and they tackled really well that year, right? So they tackled well. Nate Hobbs was a great tackler, but like even Hobbs in that system, you know, if he had to cover somebody, it was a problem. But you know, they're just doing so much spot cover 3. Like, I mean, like they played high school cover 3 that year.
Yannick and Max were getting home too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And yeah, because Yannick Ngakwe, he had like 10 sacks that year, didn't he?
He did. No, he had a good year that year. I mean, against the run, he was god awful, but he could absolutely rush the passer.
I'll never forget him laying on the floor on the 4th down against the Browns that year.
Yes.
I don't know if that was 2021. It might have been 2021, yeah. But when he was just laying, that was the year with Gus Bradley. When he was laying on the ground and he didn't get up, and Nick Mullen was able to roll out to his side, and this dude's still on the ground. And Nick Mullen threw a touchdown on 4th down. I'll never forget that. I'm like, dog, you can't play the NFL with that shit anymore.
No.
But yeah, man, it's going to be, you know, with Jonathan Abram. Like, first of all, like I just don't understand why he said I miss being inside you. Like, what? Like, did he not think about that when he typed it? Because you got to understand what he went on Instagram, right, and he typed it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this isn't like a random thing, you know, when you get pause, you know what I'm saying? Like pause is supposed to be like we're talking on this podcast, we say something like that.
Sure.
I pause you. It's supposed to be a thing. He wrote it out, in my opinion. I think it's a little different. When you write it out and you have to read it, I miss being inside you. You couldn't just say, I miss playing there. God, I miss playing in the stadium. He said, I miss being inside.
Miss suiting up with my dogs out there.
I just didn't understand it from that perspective. Like, dog, you can't say I miss being inside something like that.
He seems like a guy that has a podcast. Like, he seems like, I'm surprised he doesn't. I'm looking him up right now. Yeah. And I'm like, he seems like he has, like, you know, like one of those like I am athlete kind of guys, like where he's kind of like the dumb guy on the show. I kind of feel like he definitely has he definitely has. I hope he's doing well. I will say, because I really don't want to find out he's like actually like, you know, remember Delonte West?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to find that out. Yeah, I want to find out that he's just being stupid and trying to like go viral, which he did.
Yeah. Because at least Damon Arnett's a UFL superstar. You know what I mean?
He really is. And somebody brought him in last year, right? The NFL
I think so.
team, and then they were like, UFL, so, yeah, you were killing it there. Why don't you, you know, go back in the UFL, pal.
So you know something was there, David Arnett. He just was, you know, David Arnett. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's why they had to trade Lynn Bowden, because they was on those Vegas strips a little too much.
Yeah, I'd rather draft David Arquette than Damon Arnett. The guy was horrible. Remember the Raider fan cope with Damon Arnett, where they said, because he ran a really slow 40, like he was really slow, and they were like, the guy timed it wrong.
I remember that.
We were supposed to believe that too. We were supposed to go, oh yeah, for sure.
I remember that.
He's fast. He's actually really fast. It's on the film where he's getting smoked. And it's funny, but him and Jeff Okudah both sucked.
I know.
The Ohio State guys. They both sucked.
Big Ten corners and wide receivers are scary to me, man. Because even like Jeremiah Smith, when I watch Jeremiah Smith, and I know he's like incredible. Yeah, he's super explosive. He's incredible, right? But you know, so was Marvin Harrison in college.
Yes, but I didn't see it as much from Marvin Harrison. I was lower on Marvin Harrison.
Yeah,
I think Jeremiah Smith might be the guy, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think from the film, I think he is too. But like, I'm like, you're still a Big Ten guy. You know what I mean? But like, if they go to Ohio State, like Garrett Wilson's good.
Yeah, Wilson, Olave, these guys are good players.
They're good players.
Well, those are all one school though. And then Nico Collins is good. You know, like there's some. I think Big Ten receivers. I think you can do it. I think there's more of a case to be made. Big Ten corners are interesting.
Who's the best? Denzel Ward. That's it, right? If he had a top 10 corner,
and he's phenomenal, so we'll give him that. But I remember some busts. Remember Trey Waynes out of Michigan State?
Yes,
trash.
Trey Waynes.
Absolute
Awful.
Trash.
Awful.
Jeff Okudah.
Remember Josh Johnson from Iowa?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you might be onto something with the corners.
I mean,
hey, Nate Hobbs was a decent Big Ten corner. Hey, he might be top of the list.
Yeah, Nate Hobbs.
I'll give Will Johnson. Will Johnson's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah. Will Johnson has a chance. Will Johnson, yeah.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy from Michigan that plays with Washington right now? He was like that slot corner that can tackle. What was his name? Drafted 2 years ago.
I know who you're talking about.
He can play. I like him.
He's a good player. He is a good player.
But he's a slice more. Yeah, there's DJ Turner's all right, but yeah, gosh, I cannot remember why I can't remember this guy's name. I liked him a lot. I wanted the Raiders.
You remember like before the draft, like the buzz around Greg Newsome. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's really only 2 schools you could draft Big Ten.
Sanders still, thank you, Mikey Sanders still, thank you. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. But like, there's only really 2 schools you could do that from, because like if you think about it, like this, I'm saying, there's more Trey Waynes, Greg Newsome, who's decent. You know what I mean? There's some bad ones out there, man.
It's some bad ones, dog. And then even at Ohio State, there's some bad ones. Okudah, Arnett,
Garyon Conley. Can you say he was great? No.
He's a UFL superstar too.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for him, I guess. Devin Witherspoon's a bad dude. Illinois plays defense. I'll give him that. Illinois. Jabril Peppers was good, but I thought he was gonna be a little bit better, to be quite honest.
Yeah. Peppers is good. He's on the corner though.
Yeah, that's true.
He's more like a utility DB.
I'll take a safety. Yeah, safety out of Big Ten. I don't have any problem with that.
Oh yeah. Safety out of Big Ten are pretty good. To be honest.
Charles Woodson. But that's I don't know. We'll have to track that. I'm gonna look at a first round mock draft and see how many Big Ten corners are in there and be like, see where I could just cross off my list right now.
All right, what's good, boys? I'm sure you're touching on this, but way too early to talk about Jettas. But do you see the possibility in a year? That's a big talk.
I would trade Max Crosby for him right now, straight up.
I mean, you talking about it that way. I mean, I can't disagree with that. To be honest, like just don't disagree.
Why would they say no if they're that disgruntled? Why would they say, okay, Brian Flores gets Max Crosby? That would be an insane defense.
Mm-hmm.
Raiders there's no picks involved, and you get Justin Jefferson. I would do it right now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Kubiak in that Jefferson system? What?
I mean, Mendoza would not play though all year. Let's just say that. Like,
whatever.
If they trade for Justin Jefferson, the Raiders would make it the playoffs. With Kirk Cousins.
Still young, and he's still Jefferson's still young too. So it's like that. You get him for a long time. I would trade them straight up for each other.
The Raiders would have one of the best offenses of football. Brock Bowers and Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins is still good enough. Like when you watched him last year, I mean, Kyle Pitts got paid, right? We all watched Kyle Pitts get paid. Kirk Cousins is why.
Kirk is a feeder. That's the thing about Kirk. He's a feed. Like if you're playing like fantasy football and you're like, this team doesn't have the best quarterback, but he can feed the guy that I drafted, and Kirk Cousins can do that.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins would. I mean, and Kubiak is so good as a play caller. You know what I mean? It would be perfectly set up. Yeah, Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers of the offensive line. You know, they're probably going to play better no matter who they put out there. They're going to be better than last year. I mean, at least they'll be average, in my opinion, just because I think the coaching will be better and the way it's set up. And just the way that, you know, they'll go more toward personnel, have more blocking and stuff like that. They'll just perform better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. They would at least, I feel like if they trade for Justin Jefferson, at least 9. They're getting 9, at least. Because it's just some games that he would go off. Because you have to think about Brock Bowers and him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I see the thing where Omar says, "What do we do on defense if we trade Max? Nothing."
That's why 9-8. That's why it's 9-8.
Yeah, no, we suck. I'm not. But the thing is, I'm not sure they have a good defense with Max Crosby right now. I'm sure that they have a good offense with Justin Jefferson. I am very sure that they do. I would do it straight up right now. Jefferson's been healthy. He's had some here and there, some like things, but he hasn't had too many, big injuries or anything. I could have sworn he's a little young. Wasn't he one of those guys that's a little younger than you think too? Like where you're like,
yeah,
like where you're like, oh shit, like I thought like I was way older than that. Yeah, I mean the guy was born in 1999. My goodness, 27 years old. Yeah, you got at least 4 years of prime Justin Jefferson. He put up 900 yards with JJ last year.
like I don't think you guys understand if the Raiders, because some of you are saying like, hold the line, players, we're going to suck year one. No, not if we trade for Justin Jefferson. We are not sucking. I'm telling you guys that right now.
Well, even then, I think Jefferson has 4 years of his prime. I think he has more years of his prime than Max Crosby does, in my opinion.
That is true. That is true.
Like, so you're talking about like selling high on it. I would do it. I think I said this on an episode a long time ago. I would trade him for Justin Jefferson right now. If Justin Jefferson's really disgruntled right now, and because I don't even think the Kyler thing's going to work in Minnesota. Everybody keeps saying it's going to be great. I don't see it, to be quite honest. And I would do it. I'd go, hey, player for player trade right now. Contracts I feel like are going to be similar. Defensive end and wide receiver. That's a pretty similar place the way those guys get paid. I would do it. So I know we're going to talk a little bit more about Max Crosby trade rumors, but like that to me would actually get me going.
Just Jefferson, man, to me, like no brainer in my opinion. Because I'm telling you guys, like Kirk Cousins, is he a great quarterback right now? No, but he still has the Kirk Cousins mind. The arm just isn't there, and him and Justin Jefferson have been in this offense before. Jeff Jefferson got 1,400 yards with him in that season as a rookie, and Kubiak knows how to use it. Him and Brock Bowers. I just don't. I'm just thinking about all the things.
And God forbid they use Ashton Genty and that offensive line get going.
It just would be crazy. How does a contract fit? That's a good question.
I feel like they could make that work. They're not. Who are they paying right now? They have some dead money, but like Crosby's making some money.
Yeah.
So you would be. I don't know. It feels like an even swap, but I don't know. I feel like teams make a lot tougher situations work when they trade for a player. Like the Rams are traded for Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
How are they paying Myles Garrett?
Who knows?
This is what I'm saying. Like the Raiders are paying far fewer people than the Rams right now. They made it work. The Chiefs always seem to do something where they're like, what? Oh, they have negative $400 million. Oh shit, they just traded for Frank Clark, or you know what I mean, whatever. Like they find a way to do that. I feel like it's never gonna happen. But damn, like can you imagine? Like I feel like for both teams that makes a lot of sense. Because I feel like the Vikings immediately have the best defense in the NFL, and it's not even close if they trade for Max Crosby. That's Brian Flores, where he has a guy that can just like he can blitz, but he can also do sim pressure, and Max Crosby's winning. Yeah, they're better against the run with Max Crosby.
Yeah.
They drafted Caleb Banks. Like if that works out, that's freakish. Right? And I think they got Big Citrus. Or did they get Big Citrus? They got somebody else. They got a big defensive tackle with them too. And then their defense is just nasty. Like they're and then the Raiders, it just makes a lot of sense. You drafted your quarterback. And that's something that even sets you up for next year's draft where you don't even have to take a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're kind of like, I mean, I'm not even going to talk about my tackle guys that I love, but you're there, you know, defensive end next year, you know, like it's just something to think about. But we'll talk more about the Max Crosby stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we could get to it right now because the next question is about Stephon Diggs. I guess we can answer this last question again to Crosby.
Yeah,
did you guys touch on the wide receivers report, Diggs and the guys available?
I know everybody in the media wants the Raiders to sign a wide receiver. Now, the one I would sign is Debo. I know, and I actually wouldn't hate Diggs either. I think Diggs costs you about like $12 million, which for like a 1-year deal, the guy produces, especially and he has a track record with young quarterbacks. Because I think he's able to look at young quarterbacks and go, "You throw the ball to me."
Yeah.
I think he's able to do that. And I would do it because I don't think even if he's the worst Stephon Diggs ever off the field, I don't think that like ruins the Raiders season. It's not like Antonio Brown where you're like he was meant to be that final piece. He was meant to be that like big blue chip piece. Like Stephon Diggs would be this more bonus piece that you add to your team. And if that doesn't work, then whatever. I think Debo's good. Plus he's got the Kubiak Shanahan ties. And I don't think Debo was a bad football player last year.
Yeah.
He gets hurt, but again, you're signing him for probably not that much money. I think Debo's good. The Raiders need some yak, and that's what Debo does. So I would do it. I would just do a flyer on Debo.
If I
know people want Debo, like he doesn't suck.
Yeah. If I had to pick between those guys, I would take Diggs because I just watched Drake. I just watched the Patriots film. I've been watching Drake May this week.
So
That
good,
dude,
huh?
he looks really good.
Yeah.
He looked really good on film,
Okay.
man. He looked really good. He looked like Stephon Diggs on film. When I was watching it, I was like, wow, okay. Because Drake May didn't really throw the. That's something I realized last year too when I was watching it. Because I'm doing my whole quarterback study thing right now. And one thing I was watching it is one I didn't realize Drake May rarely threw the ball last year. Like he didn't throw the ball a lot. Like a lot of games, he's like 20 throws a game, 20 plays of passes. But when you watch Diggs, man, he gets open, bro, and he was making people miss. He was winning off the line. He was more of a slot receiver last year, so he was doing a lot of slot stuff, and he's really good at that.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching that film, and I was like, if they signed Diggs, I would not be mad at it because his film, like I'm telling you guys, and I know he's an antics guy, and and he's got the Cardi B problem. I know he's got all these issues that he has, and he's a guy that likes to have fun with women and other things too. You know what I'm saying? It is June, but but you know what I'm saying. With Diggs, the film's great though. His film was great last year. Like I can't. So it's hard to, if they did it, I wouldn't be mad at it because his film is so good last year. I just don't think they are. I don't think they're gonna do it though.
I don't either. I wouldn't hate it though. But these guys are just getting cheaper by the day, and I think they're waiting. These guys are on the market waiting for a contending team to lose a wide receiver in camp, and they're going to go, okay, I'll be on the Chiefs or the Bills or whatever. But
Yeah.
maybe not so much Diggs with the Bills, but still, I would do it though because I don't think the risk is really there. Because what is the worst thing Stephon Diggs can do for the Raiders?
I mean, for 1 year,
that's what I'm saying. What is the absolute disaster scenario for them signing Stephon Diggs? Is that he gets suspended for something stupid in Vegas, and then you're like, oh well, we're back to where we were.
But even then, he wouldn't get suspended the next year because NFL they like to take their time with the suspensions. Like what happened to Rasheed Rice? Like what is happening with him? Did he get suspended already?
Who's that?
Rice from the Chiefs.
Who's rehabbing in jail, and then I saw that thing where he was just running away from everybody. Mm-hmm. He was getting out of jail and he started sprinting, and maybe that was to show that the knee's healthy. I don't know, but he's like, watch me cut right now.
You know what I'm saying?
I was cooking Terry on Arnold earlier in this jail. Yeah. You know what? I will say. Somebody say he could have a baby with his teammate's wife.
I mean, we wouldn't know that for at least 9 months, bro.
And which teammate?
We would at least 9 months. You wouldn't know that.
Yeah, which teammate? Are we talking? I'm not going to say names, but how far down the depth chart are we going?
You know what I'm saying? I don't think Diggs played with Kubiak. He played with Cousins though.
The reason I like Debo is because I know he did.
Yeah, and he wasn't a big fan of Cousins, Stephon Diggs. He wasn't.
Yeah, that's true. And the big Stephon Diggs Minneapolis miracle was with Case Keenum. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the big highlight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was his moment there. All right, so let's get into the Max Crosby trade rumors here. Of course, the San Francisco 49ers have came up. You know what I'm saying? I saw 49ers podcast take this seriously. That's why I'm talking about this, because me deep down, I don't think the Raiders are going to trade him this year. I know it's still a possibility. I just think deep down they're not going to do it. I just don't see them doing it. But, I mean, it's out there. So what are your thoughts?
So what they offer, what it seems to be because I saw people were clowning Hondo for it, which, we like to have fun with Hondo on here. But Vinny also brought it up too.
Yeah.
It was the same team. That leads me to believe there's something there. And maybe they're making something out of, look, the Rams traded for Myles Garrett. The Niners need to go get their guy now. And that's, that's how they compete. I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners were offering for him. The thing about the offer, which I believe was a first and a second in Michael Williams, And that doesn't do a lot for me in terms of Michael Williams. That's not who I want. I'd rather have another pick personally because I don't think Michael Williams is very good at football.
Yeah,
I was never a fan of his coming out. So to me, that's like just like, hey, you guys missed Tyree Wilson. We I know, they traded away that already. I wouldn't be necessarily trying to bring that in. He's already got a horrible injury history. I just, that to me does nothing. That's not Jared Verse in the Myles Garrett trade. That's not what that is.
Yeah.
I also don't want to trade him for the Niners because I hate the San Francisco 49ers.
I agree.
Like, I hate them. So, and unfortunately, I can't escape him in Northern Nevada either.
Oh, they followed you?
Oh, they're out here. They're out here. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of Raider fans, a lot of Raider Nation out here, too. Don't get me wrong. But it's just the same. It's like the same. Randomly, a lot of Seahawks fans out here. I'm like, where you guys move out here? And yeah, and it's not even because they won the Super Bowl. It was during the season I moved out here, and I was like, what? Like a lot of Washington license plates. But to me, I'm just trying to. I'd like to ship him off to another team. I still think it's the best move for the Raiders to trade Max Crosby long term. I think they know what they're doing in the draft. We'll have to see it. We'll have to see it get proven. But I've liked the process a lot more than I've seen in years past. To where if I had more picks, I'd like Spytek's chance of making those guys contributors. I just do. I just see that. I like that more. And I just think Max has ended the last 2 years with injury. I can't get that out of my head. That you don't get healthier. It's not usually what happens in the NFL. Maybe. But I think you're 70% like Max is going to have to be more of a situational guy 2 years from now. I think you're going to get 2 more years of elite Max Crosby. And you have to decide as a Raider fan is what does 2 years of elite Max get the Raiders versus these picks?
Mm-hmm.
And I say take the picks.
I got a question for you, Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
So, I did an article about Malcolm Kuntz, right? And he ended the year with a 17.3 win percentage from week 14 to week 18.
Yeah.
If Malcolm Kuntz, let's just paint a scenario. If he comes back to 2023 form for at least like 8 weeks, but they're not winning, but he is dominating. Do you think that factors into Max getting traded too?
So you're saying you would trade Max because you think you're going to pay Malcolm Kuntz to be your long-term defensive end? Yeah. I mean, certainly it factors in.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ifs. We got to get there. You're right.
You're right.
70% win rate is nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. The last part of the season. Let's hope. Hey, I mean, I'll say this: Max Crosby's on. If we do get that high win rate, Malcolm Kuntz and Max right out of the gate, healthy Max Crosby right out of the gate, I think the Raiders might actually make a little noise. At least on defense, because I think they're just gonna. We've talked about it. I think Rob Leonard's a psycho. We talked about it at that press conference where I was like, oh wait, they're gonna be sending people, like they're gonna be doing some he's gonna be a riverboat Rob is what we're gonna be calling him. He's gonna be crazy. So they might have some big plays from it. I just think right now that was kind of the benefit of trading him to the Ravens right away was it's done. It's done. We're a different team now. But now it's back, and you're like, what are we? It's a very relationship thing right now. Like a very like guy-girl relationship thing right now.
Yeah.
And that's the weird part about all of this. I don't know. I don't know what they are right now in terms of defense.
And that's part of the reason why I feel like they're not going to trade him, because I think they really want him to be there to kind of contribute to what they do on defense. And I think he's going to be a big part of that. You know what I mean? That's at least kind of how I look at it. I think they're going to be a big part of that and make it happen that way. But I don't know.
They traded him once though. Like that's my thing. Like they did it. He pressed yes. He pressed enter on the trade. Now, did it go through? No, his card got declined. Right? That's what happened. And then now you're like, I didn't want that shit anyways. His card, like they did it. And I think Spytek is a very big picture guy. I think he's got a decent amount of security. I think he's got at least 2 more years with the Raiders, no matter what. I mean, not no matter what, but like most likely, I think, at least 2 years of like before it's like it has to become a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's gonna think big. I think he's gonna think big picture, and I think Max has about 2 to 3 years left of dominant play.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like right now they don't want to do it, but you're right. I mean, it all depends on how the season goes and how they feel, right? And how Max feels too. You know what I mean? If he's fucking with, let's say the defense is playing really well and the offense sucks, who knows how he feels about it? You know what I mean? Maybe he feels like if the offense
exactly
goes in, then they might play better. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be the flow of the season as well, right? That's what I think it is too.
That's what I mean. Yeah. And I like people don't remember it last year. Like he was crying all last year too. Shady stuff and all that. Yeah.
And yes, straight for show, we're giving away the TDL phone case and the Polo Under Armour.
And the buy-in is what, Marcus?
$1.99.
$1.99. $1.99. You can go to college football games for free as a scout.
Exactly. Wearing some TDL gear. You know what I'm saying? So remember that we're doing that giveaway, guys, because we only got CMV in here so far, and CMV wins every time. And
he really does. Maybe everybody's scared now.
Yeah. CMV is the only one in here, guys. CMV 10. So guys, donate to the channel, get the giveaway. I know it's the off season. You know what I'm saying? We only got about 200 in here right now, but I mean, you guys are the loyals. That's what I'll say. You guys are the loyals. Let's keep it real. They're the loyalty ones. Well, we're raffling a TDL phone case and the TDL Under Armour Polo. Under Armour Polo, right? See it? That's the big prize right there. The Under Armour Polo. See that? We're also get a TDL phone case too, as well, on the second raffle. So, but that's what we're doing. We're doing those two for the raffles. So make sure you guys donate to the channel for that, and we'll get that going at the end of the show here. So who was the biggest draft bust of the Gruden Mayock era?
It's Damon Arnett, and I don't think it's well, Alex Leatherwood, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah,
it's Leatherwood.
I want to go Farrell because
but Farrell's still playing football. Like you, it's did he get signed? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he got signed.
Maybe, I don't know. Probably.
That was always the thing with Farrell, is everybody knew he was like gonna have a role on an NFL team, but you took this role player kind of guy, a LARPer, if you will, at 4 overall. Leatherwood was cut from the team the year after. I mean, he sucked, and it was bad at the time. Again, I hate to point to it, not to promote my old content here, my old YouTube channel. I had my own reaction to it, and it was live, and I hated it. I wanted Christian Darrisaw, who's a stud, by the way, injury prone, but a stud, which I'd take any day over unemployed.
I agree. My reaction to the Alex Leatherwood pick was hilarious too. So
nobody liked it. I didn't know a single. There were some guys that like ran cover for, but you could tell the passion wasn't there. Like they were like, Alabama played a lot of guys. I mean, Nick Saban, he's athletic and all that, the long arms, and like people immediately ran cover for it, rather than nobody was like, nope, that's my guy. That's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said that. Not a single person.
I agree with you, bro. My reaction to that was hilarious because the thing is, I remember when I did his breakdown like in January that year, and I was like, this is the guy that Tom Cable would like. He's gonna like him. The film's not good, but Tom Cable liked him. And that was like a year I did like a top 100, and he was like 67 on my board, bro. And they took him at 17.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
There's a lot of really good players still left in that draft too.
I couldn't believe it.
Alex Leatherwood was so bad. I mean, it's weird because it was on a playoff team. They made the playoffs. I know, man. Like he was on that team. They make the playoffs and then you're cut. Like, how bad do you have to stink as a rookie when that happens? And like if they draft Darrisaw, what do you like? Where are they at right now? Yes, we're frustrated as fans. Like, he can't get on the field as much as we like. Vikings still paid his ass.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, because they move what? Because Leatherwood started at what? He played guard that year, remember?
Yes.
but he never played guard again. So I mean, at guard he was okay. He was below average at guard.
Didn't the Chargers bring him in, or somebody else brought him in right after?
Yeah, but they kept trying to play him at tackle.
Yeah, because of those arms.
So
after that, we get Jalen Phillips, the pick after, which would have been interesting. He had some concussion issues, so I can't pretend that's the case. Quiddy Pay, who's now on the Raiders,
which is interesting.
Jamin Davis also was on the Raiders, but he stunk.
Okay.
Kadarius Toney stunk. Actually, this draft is not that good now that I think about it. Christian Darrisaw, Travis Etienne was interesting. They weren't going to draft him the year after Josh Jacobs, though. That wasn't going to happen. Actually, this draft is not. There's a lot of guys on the Raiders right now that were taken right after Alex Leatherwood. Eric Stokes. Odafe Owe was interesting because I did like him actually in that class. Actually, this draft is not that good. Actually, now that I think about it, it's pretty bad. Peyton Turner, bust. Greg Newsome, you just brought him up, not that good. Caleb Farley.
Caleb Farley. I loved him coming out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, his neck was like broken, but the guy could play football. Actually, and you know who the pick before Alex Leatherwood was Zaven Collins. This is a bad draft. It was a really good draft at that first part of the draft because that was that big Trevor Lawrence. I mean, there were still some busts because you had
Justin Fields.
Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, but then you also have Pitts, Jamar Chase, Penei Sewell, J.C. Horn, Surtain, Micah Parsons, Rashawn Slater, Mac Jones goes 15, sure. And then the draft just falls off an absolute cliff. It's just like Najee Harris, which the Raiders weren't going to draft.
Mm-hmm.
There's like hardly any Pro Bowlers. Landon Dickerson goes in the second round. Trayvon Merrick was a pretty good second round pick for the Raiders. I wish he was still on the Raiders, but bad. This is a bad. This is a bad draft. So I will say, even though I wish they had Darrisaw, it was a bad draft.
Yeah, Trayvon Merrick was playing Deftones on TikTok. He was.
Deftones are big now. New Metal's back.
Yeah, New Metal's back. I know.
I work with a lot of Gen Z people, and they like wearing the baggy jean coats and listening to new metal, and it's pretty funny actually.
It's like, get your own style, bro.
No, it's funny because they don't like they still like they wear like weird hairstyles though, like with it, where it's like that's not you got to complete the outfit.
Yeah,
you can't have anime hair with that. Like you gotta go all out. You got to get the like weird slick like pomade like crew slick back with a wallet and chain and stuff. Like go all out with your jean coat stuff. Like don't just wear jean coats and then be some anime girl. Like that doesn't work.
Yeah, you gotta look like you do PCP, man, a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like you look a little too clean cut. Like I might trust you around. I might not lock up my bike at middle school around you.
You ain't got no PCP Sherm look on your own.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Because like when you're if you're listening to I watched you change, like your Deftones friend in school, like you're like this guy is tweaking. Right? Yeah. House, he likes all the Rob Zombie movies and stuff. Like, you want to go see that fucking House of a Thousand Corpses later?
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Like, dig through the ditches and burn. Like all the, all these young people listening to new metal now. I'm like, no, you guys, unfortunately, you're gonna have to start doing hard drugs now, or else I don't believe you.
Because the thing is, like, LSD is not used by anybody anymore. Like LSD is like totally
it's outlived its government use.
The government, the CIA was like, it's not working anymore. So
they're on to GLP-1s now. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know what's happening now. But, yeah. The DC shoes. Yeah, you gotta have DC shoes with your Jinkos. They'll be having like Nike cross trainers with on. Nope, absolutely not. Nope. You care way too much about the arches of your feet. Nope.
Oh my god, yeah. You're so right about LSD, man. LSD is so funny. I came out, just like it's just gone now. Nobody does LSD.
No, man. I mean, back in the day, hippie flipping and all that stuff. Whew.
Yeah,
glory days. I'll tell you that much.
When MK Ultra was popping, MK Ultra.
Absolutely.
That MK Ultra was fresh. You know what I'm saying? That's the CIA. You know what I mean?
They're gonna drive. Trayvon Merrick posting Deftones is just kind of one of those like, this is the new world order right now. Like all like you. like we're all one now. It's all one world government now. Like Trayvon Merrick listens to the Deftones.
Yeah. He's playing on the guitar, dog. He was like,
was he? That's pretty sick.
Yeah, he's on the guitar.
That's pretty sick. Okay, I thought he was like reacting to it.
He had bell bottoms on, like he was Jimi Hendrix with his shirt off.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah,
it was like he was like, I'm finally allowed to be myself.
Wish he was on the Raiders.
He's like, I got 18 million for the Panthers. I could be myself for now.
If we're being real, we're hoping Traden Stukes is Trayvon Merrick.
Yeah.
That's kind of the shitty part about letting him go is now that like we're all excited about Traden Stukes. We just hope he's that basically.
Yeah.
Hope he's better, sure, but like realistically,
he's a good player, man. He is.
He was really good. I thought when they used him properly, he was just pretty damn good. And I thought his last year with the Raiders was really good.
Yeah.
And they were just a really bad defense otherwise.
I mean, he said, what do you think people are doing at Raves? Probably Molly now.
People are raving still? No. Where are the raves?
EDM.
Warehouses are too expensive nowadays. There's no abandoned warehouses now.
They have to go to EDC or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's not abandoned warehouses now. Those are all bought up by every company in the world. Like, nobody's like, no. There's no. Are Gen Z people? Are you believing Gen Z lies that they party? They don't do anything.
Yeah, most of Gen Z is like rad feminists who like hate everything. They
don't do anything. No. They it's a LARPing generation. I mean, that's my problem is I'm older and I'm like, can you guys go have some fun? Like, jeez.
Yeah.
They're not raving. No. Oh, in LA. Oh, in LA. LA, they're raving, guys. Did you know this?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't believe that, by the way. Not for a second.
Yeah,
they're not filming it. They're not filming the raves. They film everything.
I got a rad feminist daughter, and she went to sleep after graduation. I was thinking, yo, I was out till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
I got a nephew who is, I'm not even trying to be weird. This dude, I was like, why aren't you out there just like, you know what I'm saying? Like just knocking shit down right now. Like he is a jacked football player guy. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm having trouble like talking to girls. But what? Talking to him?
Yeah.
I was like, you look like like a TV show. You're gonna be a quarterback in a TV show. What are you doing? I was like, I'm like, I felt lame talking like that, but I'm like, no, dude, you don't need game. What are you talking about? Yeah, this is crazy. These young people, they're not out of hand. That's the problem. I wish they'd be a little more out of hand.
Yeah, shout out to Gio for watching the channel. I don't know if you're a secret watcher, but you really offended Gio.
What warehouses?
Gio with his first comment, he's like, I don't usually comment, but yo, there's some afters.
You got to badge into these things. They got overnight security. No, I work in warehouses. I know how these work now. Nobody does anything in these things. People lie about big parties all the time. Boomers lied about Woodstock. There wasn't even as many people at Woodstock as you thought. People have been lying about amount of people doing stuff for a long time.
Shout out Gio though. I welcome you. Gio.
Shout out to the guy. I got nothing against the guy.
Shout out Gio, but like Gio's he's obviously a secret watcher because you offended him with the there's no more rapes. Anyways, all right. But yeah, I mean, you got a point because like I was seriously like, literally when I graduated high school, I was out for like till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
he just changed his username. Okay, I got you, Gio. I got you.
Shout out, Gio.
Shout out you though. Thanks for supporting the channel, no matter what. I was out, and my daughter literally went home and went to sleep, and I was like, I mean, I felt good about it at the same time, and I was like,
yeah. Well, there's that line from the Sandlot, right? The line from the Sandlot. The mom she knows she has kind of a nerdy kid, and they're in the new neighborhood, and she's like, I want you to get into trouble. Just not a lot, but I want you to get into trouble. Like I want you to like because you realize you're like these are prime years of your life. Like I should be telling you to slow down. You should be stressing me out a little bit. And like it's just funny. It's just really funny. Like it's kind of maybe it's a response to like just the way the world is or whatever. But yeah. I'm just laughing because I work with a lot of young people like in their early 20s, and I'm like, what do you guys like to do? And they're just like, Nothing. I'm like, I'm not gonna narc on you. Like, what do you guys like to do? And they're like, yeah, just we just hang out, like do that, TikTok this and that. I'm like,
watch a movie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, watch a movie and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, so do I. I'm older than you though. Like, what do you like to? Yeah, what like you don't become me right now. I'm like shaking them. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, go out. You know what I mean? Like shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Dog. I turned 41 in September. So.
Yeah, and I'm 35, so that's what I mean. It's just funny, right? Like it's just kind of like, yeah, and it's true. Like they got to be a little more responsible now, but they're not work. They call out of work every other day too to do nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So they're a crazy generation. They are.
It's an interesting one. It's gonna 20 years from now. I wonder what they're gonna be. It's gonna be very interesting.
I agree. Random question: what is TDL's anniversary? Appreciate what you guys do for Radio Nation.
That's a question for you. I don't know.
I think that is like August 20th. Is the first show me and BD did in
preseason
2020. Yeah, we did like the second preseason game. That was before preseason film was out. So we were like breaking down like training camp film and shit. Like I remember that when BD did his first breakdown of Damon Arnett in training camp. From the training camp reps. We had to actually like pull the shit from like the Raiders.com and break it down.
Yeah.
That was like our first show. Yeah. So like around like the August 20th, like 2020, I think. If I could guess. Let me check. I can check the date here. Yeah, I'm right. August 20th, 2020. TDL Raiders Film Channel, episode 1. So,
damn.
So what is that like? That was
6 years. 6 years in August.
Yeah, 6 years, but year 7.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been doing this for a minute, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Spread the word, man, because I do get bothered seeing people have more subscribers than us. And I'm like, yo, come on.
I know. I agree. Like I'll see some random Raider videos on YouTube. I'm like, man, I'm not hating, but I just know there's better stuff out there. So I know what we do is kind of long form. Not a lot of people like long form, kind of get to the point, guys. No,
yeah,
you're here to hang out with us. You're here to hang out with us on Friday. That's what this is. But you guys also do so much other stuff, so it's kind of it's like there's something for everybody there, and that's part of the thing, right? It's a lot of people that I want 5 minutes on the latest Raiders free agent signing, and it's like, well, maybe that's what some people want, but that's probably not as satisfying to you and Matt, to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I mean, I don't care because our shit is loyal. Everybody's loyal.
It's true. Very active audience too. Like really, really. I mean, my goodness, like it couldn't be more active. Like it's great. So I'm always thankful. I'm like, man, like there's just people, and it grow. It's more of a incremental growth. Like it does grow. And here's the thing: if the Raiders start winning, I bet this type of content becomes really popular because people are going to really want to look under the hood for a win. Like, why did we win that game? Why did we lose that game? Like, I'll be real. When the Raiders lose the game, I don't want to even think about the damn Raiders.
Yeah.
For a week, a lot of times. Like, I like it's tough for me. I'm like, how do I not think about football? I'll like Google that. How do I not think about football? And but when they're winning, like let's say the Raiders are a 12-5 team, like I want every aspect of that win. And I think that would double this channel's numbers. So it's really on them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to the Bills game. So we could probably do something in the Bills game, man. I probably I need to talk to Clay in Raiders Nation Radio. He could probably hook me up with something cool that I could do something. Guys. We can figure that shit out. The Bills game that week. Because I'll be out there for that shit. But yeah. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I know that like people fuck with the show, so that's all.
Me too. I have big time.
You know what I mean?
I know people that aren't Raider fans that like it. Exactly. That's crazy to me. Some of my guys who are they like other teams. Like it's just really fun to see people talk about football and their team, and they $5 super chat about me being Mormon. That's how great our fan base is.
Yeah, I was gonna make fun of you, Glenn, about being on Love Island, but I don't know if you've seen that.
What is there? Somebody's on me.
He looks familiar to you, but that's why you missed last week. But
What? No. What? Why did you tell me about this? What's his name? Do you guys know?
His name's Bryce. I don't watch. His name's Bryce over there. He's always
Bryce Love Island.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. Hey, I'll take it.
I was gonna say that's why you missed last week because you.
That's funny. I'm gonna send this to my man. This guy got some suspect ass pictures. What's up with this guy?
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, he has. He has. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Okay, anyways. Interesting. Shout out. Yeah, hey, I'll take it. I've been called worse. I've been called worse.
He said Marcus watches Love Island instead of watching film. See, that's what happens when you know what I'm saying. You know, sometimes women make you do crazy things. You know what I mean? Because I would not watch Love Island by myself. I'm not gonna tell you that on the podcast. Never happened. But yeah, but it's off-season football. But yeah, but every time I saw him, I was like, "See, this is like Linda's Friday Live."
Yeah. I was busy.
Yeah, you were busy.
I repped the channel. They cut it out. I kept repping TDL, and they're like, "We can't promote that on
here." So
didn't make the final edit. I was pretty pissed.
Oh man, that's hilarious. I'm dying to get that. But yeah. It was more with the long hair though. When you had the long hair, it was
yeah. There's a lot of people that that a guy making fun of me. I could tell he hadn't checked in with the channel in a long time, and he was like, "You look like a girl. The girls I used to date," which is a crazy thing to say.
Yeah,
because I'm like, were they girls? But also, like, I was like, I haven't had that hair in over a year now. Like, you know, like, so you haven't checked up with the channel, and this guy was mad. I forget what it was. I think it was because it was something, but I was just laughing. I was just like, yeah, it's. That hadn't been there for a while. In fact, I'm late for a cut actually right now. But yeah, that's funny.
He said, "I would accept your daughter had on TV now." I'm concerned, Marcus. Like, you know, I mean, I'm not giving away ages here, guys. Like, come on.
My wife watches that. What is that? Campus something? Campus. There's like some romance show. It's not like reality TV. It's like some campus something. Oh my gosh, she loves that show. She pretends she doesn't, but she loves it.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was pressured. I'll just say that. There's pressure for this. You know,
there's a whole genre of stuff that is after work wife core shows, and then Love Island. I don't watch it, but it would be. The new Cape Fear goes crazy. If you guys are looking for something on Apple TV, Cape Fear goes crazy.
Is it like a TV show? Cape Fear?
Cape Fear is bad. It's based off an old novel, but then there was a Martin Scorsese movie on it with Robert De Niro back in the day. An old 60s movie with great movie. Everything's great. Now they made a TV series out of it, and it's pretty damn good, honestly. So if you guys are looking for something fun on Apple, that's good.
Yeah. All right. Some more questions here. Baby Shug is in the chat. Shout out Baby Shug. He left a voicemail, so I'll play it later, Baby Shug.
Okay, sounds good. I have missed those, to be honest. I know people think I don't like those. I have missed them.
You missed the Baby Shug. Doesn't he have a transcript? So I am totally. We're gonna be completely surprised. There's no transcript.
Hopefully, there's still a channel after this.
Yeah, because I have no idea what he's gonna say. Usually, I have a transcript. I can figure it out. Like, you know, maybe I don't play that one.
Yeah,
no transcript. I don't know how he got that over us, but
it was from the jacuzzi.
Oh Jesus, it's in the bath. Yes.
He's like Pee Wee Herman in that thing, dude. You might not play it now. Like the Tony Montana, not the Tony Montana jacuzzi. Michelle Pfeiffer's behind him. You know something? You know, he's
Oh man! All right. So let's see. How many sacks does Crosby need this season for you to get an MD haircut?
If I'm still allowed to wear a hat, that's fine. I wear hats all the time, so it's all good.
Yeah.
20. Break the Myles Garrett record.
Yeah. Speaking of the max trade, what are the odds of it happening before training camp?
Sooner the better, in my opinion.
Possible for a surprise trade.
Sooner the better. I think I know what you're gonna say here, Marcus, and I think I agree with you. I think when you go to like week 2 of training camp and you're like, yeah, we're kind of ass.
Yeah.
Trade Max.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rob Leonard's not gonna be the one to do it, but it's a Clint Kubiak thing where he goes to John Spicek where he's like, I think our defense kind of sucks. And I think we're just gonna have a 10 sack guy on a defense that's bottom half of the league. Yeah, like that's what's gonna have to happen. I think it would be during training camp, personally.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think it would happen mid-season. I think if it would happen, it happen mid-season.
I just feel like that. I don't know if that cheapens the price or not, but I'd love to do it training camp. Like all it's gonna take is somebody like blowing out an ACL in camp, like a top or like a team like the Bills or something, like where they're just like, man, the Bills, like they just don't have the defense that they need, and they need Max Crosby or something, just a team like that, and they give up the 2 firsts for him or something. So hopefully, I just don't see this being this like long term. Like now he's here for 5 more years. I just don't see that. Maybe I'm wrong.
I feel like Rob Leonard could try to get the most out of the defense, and then whatever happens after that happens.
Hey, Paul Gunther took the Raiders' job, and they traded Khalil Mack. It happens.
Yeah. Meant to comment, does it feel like Mendoza is going to be QB1 with the recent Brady comments in the spotlight?
I still think Kirk Cousins is going to start. We'll see. I don't want to rush Mendoza. Now, if he comes out in preseason and camp, I feel like I think we know Mendoza can make throws and do what he needs to do. I have no issues with how he's going to make the throw. I think it's when he's going to show the pocket presence and from under center, and that if he's able to do that, that's when he gets the job. When it's like, well, actually, all the stuff we thought was going to take time isn't taking any time.
Yeah,
that's when he gets the job. And also, like, hey, Kirk Cousins gets injured a lot, so. I know he's probably not going to play a lot in preseason, because what's the point of Kirk Cousins playing in preseason? I think we're going to get a lot of Aiden O'Connell a lot. Yeah. A lot. And a couple Mendoza series. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, I just think it's Cousins at least the first 4 weeks, at least.
I agree. Yeah, I really feel like Cousins is going to start. I feel like that's their plan. They want to do the long run thing with Mendoza. I really don't agree with it, but that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. I can't argue with it. I'm not the coach. I wouldn't do it, but they signed Kirk Cousins. Obviously, Kubiak hates losing. I think Kubiak is just a guy. I can look at his face. He does not like losing. Mm-hmm. So since he doesn't like losing, he's like, I can bring in Kirk Cousins, so at least I don't go 0-10.
Right.
And I think that's what his mindset is, and that's why I think Cousins is going to play, but I'm just not the biggest fan of it. But I think Kubiak, you just look at his face. He doesn't care what's happening. He doesn't care if it's a young quarterback. He doesn't give a damn. He does not like losing. And that's why Kirk Cousins is here, because he's a crazy man who hates losing. And that's why I feel like that's what's going to happen. He's going to play Kirk Cousins until Kirk Cousins loses too much.
And now I think on the flip side is if they're 1-4 with Kirk Cousins, and it's been some disasters, and it's looked like I don't know, every Raider starting quarterback for the last 5 years. If it's looked that way, do you think they pull? Do you think that makes Kubiak likely to go, I hate losing, put the kid in?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
See, my hope is I said this on when I was on the radio with Vinny and Vincent from this past Wednesday from the Raider Nation Radio. I told them that I hope they have a plan that's like with Eli Manning and Kurt Warner, where you get to week 10 and no matter what is happening, you put Mendoza. Like, that's what I hope they do. I don't think they're going to do that, but that's what I hope. Like, if they get to week 10 and they're like, let's say they're like 5-3, then they have a bye at that point, right? They get to week 10, they're 5-3.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, they should put Mendoza in regardless. and then let him finish it out. And if they go 8-9 or they go whatever, if he comes out there and they start winning anyways, or whatever happens from there, that's what I hope they do. But who knows?
It's crazy, man. I really don't know how the season's going to go. If I was a betting man, I'd say I am. But if there was something I really wanted to bet on, I would say like they're I think this is going to be 2015 Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just exciting, fun, bad.
Yeah.
Win a couple games they shouldn't, lose a couple games they should win kind of team. But man, really anything could happen. They could be the surprise team in the NFL. They absolutely could be.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
I'm not going to bet on that. And then
either.
they could all, I do think there is a chance for them to have a disaster year as well. Not a disaster year, but just like, oh, forgot how bad this team was. My bad. You know, like that they could still be there.
All right, let's get to your make it league candidate, because I got to go pee. But
Yes.
two, you're making the league candidate year 2. Go ahead, Glenn. Well, I hit the bathroom right here.
Okay. So we've been wanting to do this for a couple of weeks now. It's other subjects have come up now, but this is the perfect time. But the second year leap, right? We looked at Spytek's draft class last year. Spytek's draft class is under a little bit of scrutiny because we didn't see a lot of them last year. Does that mean they're bad? No. But does that mean they're good? No. So we have to kind of see who didn't play a little bit last year and who did play but maybe didn't play as well as they should. I am going to go for, in terms of second year leap, right? The guy who was drafted last year but didn't kind of play the way he should play. I am going to go with Darian Porter. Kind of forgotten about. I won't say forgotten about, but he's not really talked about amongst as part of this Raiders core. I thought Darian Porter had some nice reps last year for the Raiders. Also had some issues. I thought his preseason was awful, to be honest. I thought he looked awful in the preseason. But there were times where when he understood his assignment, and just knew where he needed to be, it was pretty tough to beat him because of that top athleticism. And now he played a lot of college football. He played a long time in college football, but he was mostly a special teams guy. He became a corner because Iowa State lost guys in the transfer portal. So he goes in and then has a pretty good year as a corner, but he's still pretty young at the position there. So he's kind of an interesting guy. So we would say I think that Darian Porter is going to come in and actually kind of be the surprise of the team this year. I don't think it'll surprise a lot of the TDL listeners because I think we're all still pretty high on him. But like, what if Darian Porter just becomes a number 1 corner for the Raiders? And then you still have the unknown of Jermod McCoy. And then you still have the kind of veteran constant scheme fit of Eric Stokes. And then all of a sudden you have a pretty decent secondary, especially when you bring in a trade in Stukes. If Darian Porter's good, that actually unlocks a lot of things for this team. So that's my second year leap guy. I don't know what you think of that, Marcus. I said Darian Porter. I just think why
That's
not?
A good one. That's a good one.
Nobody's talking about him right now.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. Nobody is talking about him, but he's starting, though. I mean, they're all talking about who's opposite. Like, I think, Masters is switching with him right now, which is kind of, that's interesting. Hezekiah Masters is really putting his imprint on his team. Like, they really like him. But I think Kubiak made an interesting comment with him, too, talking about, we need to see him what it's going to look like in pads, which means that he doesn't think he's very physical. That's what that means. So he's out there, though. He's playing. He's getting it done, and he's getting a lot of snaps. But we're going to see what happens with Darian Porter. But, you want Darian Porter to make that leap, though. I mean, that's a guy. And honestly, I thought he didn't play bad as a rookie. To be honest, I thought he played pretty well.
Well, while you were gone, I remember how bad his preseason was. Like he had some really bad preseason reps. I remember thinking that Seattle game in preseason, but I thought as a rookie, I thought he made enough plays to be like, okay, there's something. Hold on now. There's something there. The athleticism off the charts, special teams ability off the charts, and I just think this guy's gonna make some plays, man.
Honestly, I kind of forgot about Darren Porter a little bit.
A little bit. He gets lost after the Jamad McCoy pick, right? Like
Yeah.
you're kind of like, oh, now they have a corner, and you're like, wait, hold on. What if they have a couple?
Yeah, because I honestly, I think McCoy plays in the slot right away. I do. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with him. But you haven't heard anything about Massis is playing over McCoy right now, and I know McCoy has been injured, right? You know, I understand that he's not playing corner right now for sure. But Massis is the guy behind Porter. Him and Porter are taking snaps together, right? So we'll see what happens with McCoy. I don't know if McCoy plays that much this year. I think people got to put their expectations down for him because I think the Raiders, they took him in the 4th round, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to have the pressure of playing him like if they took him in the 1st. Like if they took him in the 1st round or in the 2nd round, they took him over or trade on Stooks, right? Because they took him in those, of course. But they took him over Stooks. Let's just because he was there. And he was there in the 3rd round too. Let's keep it real. Both 3rd round picks. They waited a little bit to take him. So I think McCoy is a guy that we want him to replace Eric Stokes.
Right. Correct.
That's what we want McCoy to do. We want McCoy to replace Eric Stokes, and we want Darian Porter to win the other job. That's what you should want as a Raiders fan. Okay? You should want Jamal McCoy and Darian Porter. If Darian Porter doesn't work out, you want Jamar McCoy and Hezekiah Massis.
Right.
If that works out, right? That's what you want. You want those 2 young guys on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I want McCoy to replace Eric Stokes.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I want Darian Porter to be the other guy. So, because if you have those 2 young guys in there, because Stokes Porter's year 2, right? So you go to year 3 with Porter. He's a little older player, of course. But let's say McCoy or something happens to Eric Stokes or whatever. McCoy comes in there. He plays really well. They're like a tandem, right? You want to maximize those contracts, right? You want McCoy to play all the way to year 4. You want Porter to play all the way to year 4. And then you have to figure out who you do sign, right?
Yeah.
We want that problem.
Raiders haven't had it in a while.
That's a great problem to have. That's the problem I want to have. Do we sign Stokes or do we sign McCoy? That is the problem that if you're like looking to the future, because I do think with this defense is really young, and I think the offense is going to be ahead of this defense this year. Like we want Dalton Johnson and Tapedontlie Stooks to be the safeties. We want McCoy and Porter or Massis, whoever they draft. Like we want either one of those guys to be the tandem, right? Mm-hmm. We want those young guys on defense with a young quarterback, and when these guys get to year 4, they become this team that is just studs, and then we have to worry about who to pay. That's what we want. Okay, that's what we want as a Raiders fan. We haven't had that in a long time. Like, who do we pay? We want to have the conversation? Do you pay? 2 years from now, we're doing Friday Night Live, Glenn. We want to have the conversation. Do we pay McCoy or do we pay Porter? That's what we want. Let's keep it real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You think about this. There's another aspect to what you're saying. I think that everything you said was 100% true. Mm-hmm. Also, let's say McCoy and Porter are the guys.
Yeah.
Or even McCoy and Stooks. Let's say, actually, it works better this way. Let's say McCoy and Stokes are the corners this year, right? Mm-hmm. The beauty of having a Massis and a Porter around is like, what if Jermon McCoy's only the guy for like 4 years? Because that's kind of what the report is right now.
Yeah.
We don't know how long Jermon McCoy is going to play football. Mm-hmm. So if you have Hezekiah Massis and Darian Porter there, maybe this is nice. I see a question in there say, what are the odds that the secondary is the best group on the defense? I think pretty high. Now, also, I think they're going to have some rookie struggles because they're young. I think they're going to have some really stupid game. I think a good quarterback's going to be like, I'll make you take the cheese here. I'll make you do. But I also think against bad teams, I think that young secondary is going to have some house calls. I think they're going to have some big plays that they make, game-changing plays for you. I think against when they play the Titans this year, I think against a team like the Titans, that young secondary can watch out. But then against a good young veteran quarterback, Josh Allen, the game you're going to, that could be a little scary, right? But so it could be, again, that's why I think the Raiders can be fun bad this year. I keep saying that. But to me, they have a lot of options at corner. I don't know if they have any solidified starters. Because to be honest, let's be real, Stokes has had one bounce back year.
Yeah.
So we'll see. What if he's trash this year?
What if
he's yeah.
He's a corner and he got $10 million.
And what if he is just trash this year? Exactly. I don't think so. But we'll see. But they have about 4 options at outside corner. And like you said, they have some guys with some slot versatility. Stoops can come in down there. McCoy, as you said, might come down there.
Mm-hmm. So since we're talking about second year making the leap, he said, "What about the nickel spot?" I'm going to have a bold prediction a little bit here. I'm going Greedy Vance Jr.
Oh,
takes the slot position, just because I think Greedy Vance has a lot of Mike Hilton in him. And I think that he's like that type of guy, the undrafted guy who does a lot of special team stuff. And he finds a way to get into that nickel spot because the way he tackles, the way he blitzes, the way he plays football. That's who I'm going with. I was going to go with Jack Besh. Because I think Jack Besh is might have a bigger year than people think. But I'm going to go Greedy Vance. I'm going to just because I like that question.
That's your second year leap?
Greedy Vance.
Wow.
Because you got to be honest. What are they doing at the nickel spot? And he's out there with the ones right now. So you got because Taron Johnson isn't out there, right?
That's true.
That is true. Taron Johnson hasn't been out there, but he's out there at the ones. And Taron Johnson comes out there and plays. What if Taron Johnson doesn't play well?
Or gets hurt. I mean, he
gets hurt. He's older.
And coming off an injury.
That's what I'm thinking. I think Greedy Vance, they trust him enough. Let's keep it real. Because they had Tre'Dawn Stukes. They could have put Tre'Dawn Stukes in the slot when Taron was gone. They could have put Dalton Johnson in the slot when Taron was gone. They put Greedy Vance there. So if anything happens to Johnson or Johnson has any type of issues and Vance gets a chance to play, he's gonna get to play some snaps. He's gonna be out there. I think when they do some more exotic looks, I think Vance is gonna get a chance to be out there. He's familiar with Rob Leonard. I mean, and he's stuck around there. And I know people say Terrence Spencer for small guys, Dukes for big guys, McCoy against studs, maybe, but Greedy Vance he's literally the same size as Mike Hilton, and his skill set is they're basically the same player in my opinion. The same 40 time coming to college, both undrafted, both kind of smaller guys, both can blitz. That is just my kind of prediction. I think he might take a damn leap, and I love this film coming out of USC. To be honest, if he didn't run a 4.6, he literally went undrafted because he's 180 and running 4.6. Let's keep it real. Like if he ran a 4.3 and he was 180, playing like he did in the slot with his talent, he would have went a lot higher. But when you run a 4.5, 4.6 at 180 pounds and you're like 5'10, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But that's what Mike Hilton did too. And look how long Mike Hilton did what he was able to do really well. So I'm a big Greedy Vance fan. So
he's going to play a lot in the preseason too. So he's going to be a guy that's going to get plenty of opportunities with eyes on him, both fans and coaches, with real NFL players playing against him. So that'll come out. Like we're not going to wonder what if, right? What about him? He's going to get those reps. The secondary is fascinating with this team.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's going to be a lot of reps in preseason to watch in the secondary, to be honest, because we got to watch Masses, Johnson, Stukes. They're all going to get to play in the preseason.
McCoy?
A lot. McCoy, too. Yeah, we're going to evaluate those guys.
They're doing the right thing with McCoy, too, is how much of his prime can we get? Who cares if he doesn't play 10 years? We drafted him in the 4th round. Can we get 5? Can we get 4? Can we get 3 years of Jermod McCoy? The Jermod McCoy that we know. Can we get that? Why start? Why make him waste a year when we could get him for his years, 23 through whatever seasons, and then let some other team decide to make that decision, or let the Raiders decide to make that decision. And there's always the off chance that Jermod McCoy is just not good at football, but I don't know. It's pretty tough to watch that college film and say he's bad. It's pretty tough. The guy looks like he can play some damn ball.
Yeah, he looks like he'd be halfway decent.
He's a baseball player. He's a baseball player. The way he tracks that ball is unbelievable, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Who's making the team? Cedric Jackson or Dante Thornton Jr.? That's a damn good question.
I will say Dante Thornton's spot is not safe on this team.
Have you heard anything about? I've heard about Jack Besh in this offseason. Like I saw on TikTok somebody talking about he had a good mini camp in OTAs. I heard about that about Jack Besh, right? I heard about Malik Benson having a good camp. I heard about Brock Bowers, of course, right? I heard about Trey Tucker. Have we heard anything about Dante Thornton?
No, and I think that Benson pick to me, what you're doing with that Benson pick and then a Cedric Jackson and UDFA is if Dante Thornton if you're not considerably better than these guys in camp, why do I have you on my roster?
Does he get cut?
I'm telling you, that might be the surprise cut. That might be. Because I just was so disappointed with the way he tracked the ball in the air. It's less about winning and this and that. It's your 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
I'd love for you to win off the line of scrimmage. You'd be drafted 5th overall if you could win at 6'5" with that speed. You'd be Calvin Johnson if you could. And there were a lot of Raider fans who said he was. Don't forget, by the way. And off the line. But my thing is, you're 6'5". So where's that physicality at the catch point? He looked like he had no clue where the ball was. He had no awareness for that. That's the problem. And when you have somebody with 68 career college catches in 5 years, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
So that one thing I think he does have in his favor is that he blocks. I think Dante Thornton is a willing blocker. So I think Kubiak could possibly go, hey, keep him around. Like, hey, we'll bury him as our last receiver. But he's going to have to really make strides this year because the whole point of drafting him is by year 2 and 3, you're looking at somebody who's at least a reliable deep threat for you.
Yeah.
And he just was not that. He didn't have a single touchdown last year. His deep catches were off. Like, what was the deep catch he had?
Week 1.
Against the Patriots where he slid down, which was awesome. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. But what was the deep catch, that sideline? You needed to see it, and we just didn't see that one that we could latch onto as fans.
I agree, bro. I mean, if you want to talk about he has great fashion taste on Instagram. Definitely.
Oh, that's good.
I
require that out of my wide receivers.
He's definitely the A$AP Rocky of Raiders wide receivers.
Yeah, no fashion sense, no rock, I always say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The more emo, little Uzi Vert, poses you can make, the more catches you get on Sundays. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet his favorite rapper is Juice WRLD. I just want to put that out there. I think Dante Thornton. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. I think he listened to a lot of Juice WRLD when he was in college. I'm just guessing. I might be wrong. Like you guys could correct me on this. I feel like he listened to a lot of Juice WRLD. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all, man. That's all I
you're
right.
Say.
Right? Have you seen it? Have you seen his outfits on Instagram?
No, I don't. I don't follow Raiders players on Instagram.
Honestly, like I'd rather watch him. I would see him like doing routes, but all I see is his damn outfits.
Oh no!
All I see is this nigga looking fucking. I'm sorry, guys. Well, all I see is this dude looking like an emo, like he's upset with his life. But you're in the NFL.
You see a 6'5" Jack dude walk in buying a My Chemical Romance shirt.
Yeah,
you're like, nah, man. What are you doing? If I work at that thrift store, get out on the football field.
See, this is why we don't get interviews.
Yeah.
Shout out my dude Graphic Raider. My dude Graphic Raider, and he'll talk like this. Shout out my dude
I
Graphic
know.
Raider. But see, this is why we don't get interviews. And he does.
I know.
Shout out my dude though. But it's real shit, man. Dog, like, why are you? I literally see him in more poses. Like he's always posing. I'm like, dog, run a route. What are you doing? go work out.
That's so good.
I'm sorry, man.
I love
it. Bothers me every time I see it.
That'd be some good content. Is you reacting to Raiders Instagram stories?
I'm like, dog, can you work out, bro? Like, you might lose a job. Like, I know that outfits. I know you feel like you paid all you got the Versace pants and you got the clothes on, but like, nigga, you might lose your job, dog. You won't be paying that no more.
You might lose to Shedrick Jackson. You might lose to a guy with the guy who replaced a guy who died in the Temptations name, Shedrick Jackson.
Exactly.
Like you might lose to a 1970s Earth, Wind, and Fire backup singer named Shedrick Jackson.
Dog. You know what I mean? No, Oklahoma, nobody's claimed that bag yet. So I don't know. Shit, if you send me $40 on a Venmo, I might give you the bag, Oklahoma. I might give you the bag for it. I may send
That's not bad. That's not a bad.
It's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal, Oklahoma. I know you want that bag, man. I'm not giving it away. But yeah, man, he bothers me on Instagram. Like, dog, you dress great, but dog, I'd rather watch you. I haven't seen you run a route on Instagram once. I haven't seen you run around.
See your shadows in my room.
Dude, this is the Chemical Romance and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's an MCR guy.
That's why Malik Benson is gonna take your job, dog. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. You know what I mean? All right. Let's get some of these questions here. So it's Thornton a bust. I mean,
it's not. You can't be a bust in the 4th round.
Yeah, that's true. You can't.
It's impossible. That's the thing. No, it's just one of those guys. Like, you're not saving a spot for him.
Yeah, just what the GJ said. I bet we'll see more workout videos because of free agents.
Yeah,
he might even start worrying about his clothes after the $1 million run out. You know what I mean?
That's so funny.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just funny. Drop the Venmo. I got you. I got you before I got you. Who's better at MLB2, Lindenberg or Eichenberg?
I like how you spelled it, Eisenberg. I like that a lot. That might be his new nickname. That's pretty sick. Tell you, man, this is a Cody Lindenberg podcast. There's just no way Cody Lindenberg with the special teams Raiders special team player of the year last year. Besides AJ Cole.
I'm gonna say Dean better not get hurt this year, dog.
Cody's playing.
Cody's about the life, man. Cody's come to play, dog. He's come to play NFL linebacker. Dean better not get hurt. That's all I ever say. Quentin Walker either. Or Quay Walker either. Either one of those guys, they get hurt. And especially for multiple games, Lindenberg he's come to play, dog. He ain't fucking around.
Yeah. And like I said, you impress on special teams with tackles. Coaches already are looking for any way to put you on that field.
100%. He said, what's the difference between Cody and Tommy? I'll say this. The difference is when you watch Cody Lindenberg at Minnesota, he ran their whole defense. Like, he is a captain. Like, the green dot middle linebacker that you have wanted for the Raiders for the longest, Cody Lindenberg has that pedigree with him. Like, he literally ran that whole Minnesota defense. If defensive linemen were set up wrong, Cody Lindenberg would be poking that guy in the butt, telling him to get over, right? He would be telling DBs to go where they need to be at. He ran that whole defense. And, for him to come out there and do what he did on special teams last year, that gets NFL coaches hyped because NFL coaches, they love that. They love that greedy dude who doesn't complain and just goes out there and makes tackles on special teams and does everything they want to do, especially when you're 7th round pick. Because NFL, let's keep it real. NFL, if you are a first through a 3rd round pick, they love you. If you're 4th and past that, you're replaceable.
Right.
That's how NFL teams are.
You better play special teams, is what they.
You better play special teams. You're 4th and past that, they need you to play special teams, right? It depends on maybe how early they pick in the 4th, but 5th round and past that, you're definitely special teams or bust, right? And even if you get picked up by another NFL team, let's say you play well and the coach gets fired, a new coach comes in, he's going to take the 2nd round guy over you.
Right.
This is the way the NFL is. So for Lindenberg to come in here with this team and already have a chance to be playing with the first team if Dean's down, neither one of those guys can get hurt. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. Let's just say that. That's all I got to say about that. You are in trouble if you got a 7th round guy just breathing down your neck. That means he's balling out there. That's, to me, in my opinion, that's how I look at it. He's balling if a 7th round guy is just close to your neck enough where if I get hurt and he comes in there, I might not get my job back. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how you feel about that, Glenn.
No, I think I agree. I mean, we're talking about he's next man up at either position. So like people talking about, is he going to play this year? Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
If they play 4-3,
yeah, he might be in base.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's gonna be tough, man.
It's gonna be a very interesting linebacker corps.
Yeah, and especially even if Dean gets hurt, because that's the thing, he gets hurt every year.
I mean, he's hurt now, probably, if we're being real.
Yeah, he is. Let's keep it real. He's obviously more hurt than we have given credit for. You know what I mean?
Love the signing, but he's going to be a guy you have to always have that backup linebacker for. And that's why he didn't get the money that maybe he probably should have, or at least, and you look at the Devin Lloyd signing, you're like, oh, did I want, what was that? Like, Nakobe Dean's been good his whole NFL career. Devin Lloyd's had a resurgence, but he's a little bit more dependable in terms of size and all of that. So it'll be interesting. I think Dean and that was kind of my hot take, is like maybe they don't have the linebackers that we think they do, about the Raiders. They signed Walker and Dean, and I'd love for this to be the Georgia national title team, but are they going to be on the field? I mean, Walker does not have the injury concern that they do, but Walker, I think, has other concerns.
Yeah.
Are you going to have a busted play where you just are completely wrong on this play and it ruins a game, so it's gonna be Lindenberg. If I'm Cody Lindenberg, I'm really happy about the team I'm playing for right now.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, if Lindenberg goes out there and balls, man, to me, like, okay, we paid those guys, we had the money, but if one of those guys get hurt and Lindenberg comes out there and balls, we at least know we have Lindenberg for at least 2 more years at like $500K. You know what I mean? Trade Quay Walker, you know what I mean? Trade Nakobe Dean. We got Lindenberg at $500K or barely $1 million.
Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully he just lights it up in camp.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Matt, how did we get Booker going? Guys, you guys and Thomas Booker.
I just don't think Thomas Booker's a real big part of the team, honestly.
Those hustle guys. Raiders fans love hustle players. Guys who hustle.
Of course. I mean, hey, I do too, but you got to make plays otherwise.
He has no career sacks. I just feel like that's a weird stat, right? Like, how long you been? Like, none? I mean, you play with the Eagles, dog. I mean, I feel like you could have got at least 1 sack over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I just don't understand it. All right, let's play this Shuggy voicemail. Like I said, I have no idea what this is going to sound like, Glenn.
Okay.
So let's see how this goes.
What up, Marcus? What up, Glenn? What up, Matt? Want to say what's up. Got to get a couple things off my chest. First off, Marcus, you owe me $1.25 because I paid $4.99 a month for my subscription to be a member of TDL, the greatest podcast of all podcasts on YouTube in the history of YouTube.
History.
And want to talk about a few things. You owe me that $125 for missing last week. I appreciate it.
Stop it.
Want to talk about something you were talking about 2 weeks ago. Our boy, your boy, punk ass McDaniels.
Uh-huh.
I don't appreciate what he did to you, Marcus. I don't appreciate the fact that you were calling the square and identifying and pointing out that they were running 3 safeties on the field at the same time. And Josh punk-ass McDaniels told you to take down the post.
He did.
That ain't right, dog. I'm surprised you did it anyway.
I had to.
Since you couldn't get told what to do, Marcus, I'm going to do something. I decided to launch my own YouTube channel. That's right. You heard it, Glenn. You heard it, Marcus. My own YouTube channel. It's going to be called Baby Suge Don't Lie. That's right. Baby Suge Don't Lie. And I need a favor, though, Marcus. I'm going to use your font. And I'm going to use your logo. And maybe one day I'm going to have you guys on the show. And I'm serious about this. At the strike of 12 midnight tonight, tomorrow morning, go to YouTube and subscribe to Baby Suge Don't Lie. I'm going to be talking real football, unbiased content. And, yeah, maybe I'll have you guys on the show. Love you guys, man. I'm pissed off. I'm upset that you let Joshua tell you what to do, Mark.
Joshua.
You let me down, dog. Yeah, that's it.
Called him by the name his mom calls him when he's mad.
I mean, when my dog, Bill Williamson, who I work for at SB Nation, when he texted me, he's like, "You got to take that down." What am I supposed to do? He's like, "Yeah. You put there's 3 safeties out there. You can't do that, and you put that Amir Dula as playing with the starters. You can't do that." You know?
Damn.
Sorry, Baby Suge. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Baby Suge, if you want to do this under the channel, because I feel like you already took the name. You know what I'm saying? We could do like a subsection of the channel.
Right. A little private reserve.
Yeah, like a subsection. You know what I'm saying? Like the Baby Suge Show. Like, you have those playlists. There's certain podcasts that have like those multiple podcasts on them. I could do that. That wouldn't bother me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just no video from the jacuzzi, please.
Yeah, no video from the jacuzzi, and don't get me canceled. Which, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me canceled here. We already almost, we don't get Google ads here. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Google ads is like we're too racy over here. So
a little bit, I guess. They didn't like the Comic-Con making fun of Gen Z with the Jinkos. That's all right.
It's not our fault that they smell.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, the channel's about not lying, but Google ads need you to lie from time to time.
It's not our fault.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see our fault that these kids smell. It's not my fault at all, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. They didn't like, they don't like our Mormon comments and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. A lot of them work at YouTube, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're out here. They're out here, bro. BYU. I mean, the best BYU wide receiver though always cracks me up. He's the rapist. You remember that rapist dude from the? You ever heard about that guy?
Yeah, everybody thought I was caping for him when I liked Chase Roberts. By the way, they're like, it was Parker Kingston. I was not caping for him.
Parker Kingston is a baller.
I was a baller though. Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Like, no, he was. I like Chase Roberts. And everyone was like, "Wow, Glenn advocating for the grapist." And that's what they say now to get out of it. Grape. I don't know why it's got to be that flavor, but they say that, and I'm like, no, I like Chase Roberts, who's a 6'5" receiver. I mean, we'll see. He's in camp. I haven't heard a damn thing about it. He probably won't make the team, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but Parker King. I tell you, a guy won me some money this year with Bear Bachmeier, number 47 at quarterback.
Oh man, that was some terrible from the way.
The guy sucks. No, but he is like a Tim Tebow. He is Mountain West Tim Tebow, though. He will go out there and just nail somebody, like run his head into somebody and get a first down. You're like, this will never work anywhere other than this channel I'm watching right now, drunk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had to break him down for Draft Professors, this podcast I do, and I was like,
he was a freshman. He was a freshman, though. I'll give him some credit. He was a freshman.
How much better is he going to get, though, Glenn? Let's keep it real.
As a college quarterback, I bet he's going to be good.
Oh, as a college quarterback,
yes.
To be honest, like if he's at ASU, I would take him at ASU.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can see he'll be like a Riley Leonard kind of guy. I think like just kind of go get those tough yards. You know, throw the ball well enough. BYU.
I saw my quarterbacks running 47. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's the prize. That's a big deal. This is the 47 number where you're like, because I'm drunk watching the game. It's late at night, and I'm like, you know, Brock Osweiler's calling the game. That's already weird enough. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, why is that a fullback? Like, what's happening?
Oh, yeah. Brock Osweiler does the Pac-10 after dark games.
Yeah. Now it's ACC after dark, unfortunately, which is, I don't care for in terms of the name. Cause I that's an institution to me, is those Saturday night college football games. I love those. It used to be Dave Fleming. Dave Fleming's not with ESPN anymore either, which oh my goodness, it was a big deal. It was a big deal for me.
Yeah, Matt Miller got in a big car accident.
What the hell? Lost an arm, and everybody's calling him a scammer.
Yeah. See, the thing is with Matt Miller took me to the strip club at Alabama when I was at the Senior Bowl. One of the best times of my life. So I have nothing bad to say about him. He paid for everything.
Yeah, I know how.
One of the best nights of my life. So I have nothing bad to say about Matt Miller. I see all these people saying like he's scamming him. Like
I got this fantasy football money that I didn't pay out to anybody.
Yeah, people are so mad at him. Like, dog, to me, he took me out to. I mean, he paid for everything tonight. He paid for dances.
You Venmo'd Matt Miller money for a fantasy football league? No. I'm saying these people that are mad right now. You Venmo'd Matt Miller money. You don't know him. He's not your friend, and you gave him money for your fantasy football league, and you're mad that it didn't go to charity. I got some news for you. Stop Venmoing people that you don't know personally.
Yeah.
Money. Like people are calling out this scam, and I'm going, Hey, man, the guy lost an arm. That's a rough thing.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Like, that's a rough thing. Like, you lose an arm, and they're like, oh, the GoFundMe, oh, he works for ESPN. Oh, whatever, man. He lost an arm. It was rough.
Yeah. And first of all, why are we acting like ESPN pays these dudes like $1 million a year?
They die. Yeah, it's not.
Shout out to Ben Solak because he has a great.
He's the guy.
He's doing. He's on
Love
TikTok. And he has great content. But let's keep it real. There's a reason why they hired Ben Solak.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know what you mean. And like it's like they would they wanted like an analytics-y-ish kind of entertaining on the nerdy sect of the football kind of world that they knew that they could lock in at a good price. Matt Miller was the same way. I used to listen to Matt Miller's old ass podcast with Connor Rogers back in the day. Like old school. I don't even remember what it was called. And they used to just talk about beers all the time and stuff. Like, and it was cool. And I thought the guy seemed cool. I just went on Twitter today and it was a bunch of Reddit people. And I'm like, anytime something starts on Reddit, I'm like, all right, you guys are just being weird. And like, he's scamming these charity things. I'm like, all right, first off, I don't even know if that's true. But second off, you are Venmoing people that you don't know money.
Exactly.
When if my friend came up to me and said, hey, I Venmoed this guy money and he didn't do the thing he said he was going to do, I'd be like, do you know the guy? Not really. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he probably did send it to the charities because it gives them lower taxes. So let's keep it real.
For sure. Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking too. I was like, wait, this makes less sense for him to keep just pocket like $100 from some guy.
For charity?
Yeah. I was like, I immediately saw that and I was like, you guys are going to hell for doing this, by the way. This guy, they're like, and he drove across the double yellow. I kept seeing all that stuff there. Like, relax. You got hit by a semi truck. I see so many people doing GoFundMe's for shit that doesn't even matter.
I'm saying when I met Matt, I met him, Matt Miller. I was hanging out with my dude Tommy Curry, who I think he does some shit for the Bay Area. My dude Tommy Curry, and we got to hang out with Matt Miller. He literally took us to strip club. He paid for everything.
Baller, huh? Yeah.
And then we went out within the night. The next night, paid for everything. So I have no problems with Matt Miller.
He seems cool as hell.
Cool as hell.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
I have no problem with
Matt Miller. Pro Matt Miller. Rest up, man. He was talking today. He posted a thing. He was like, "Hey, we're big day for today. I'm having a surgery. I'm gonna make sure this prosthetic arm takes. Hopefully, the prosthetic arm." Everyone's like, "You're a scammer." I'm like, "You like what?"
It was crazy, man. This is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
I've hung out with him in person, so like, it's not like I could be like, okay, whatever scammer shit he did. The dude literally took me out and paid for everything. He paid for the Uber we got. He paid for everything. Dropped me off at the hotel. Like, I have nothing bad to say about Matt Miller.
No, I sniff that out as people are being. This is a Reddit thing that is like turning into that people are taking as gospel, like right off the bat, and then they're going to pretend they never believed this after it turns out to not be real. Like, not my thing. Not my thing. Shout out Matt Miller. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Matt Miller, bro. I mean, whatever happened, it's still tragic, bro. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, off the bat, like, that's not. First off, your medical bills from that are going to be off the out of. You got to be like straight up, printing money to be for that to not impact you at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
it's just wrong with humanity, bro. It's like the most selfish part of humanity ever. Like, that's where we're at right now, where people are just all they do is think about themselves. That goes from like dating, all the whatever shit that you could think about. We are in the most individualistic part of humanity. Like, if this is the medieval times and we had Twitter and that dude posted the same thing, the whole world would be like, "Oh my God, I care for you so much." But now we're like, "Oh, Sigmund Freud told us that we're smart, so." You know what I'm saying? So, and I found out that Sigmund Freud came up with everything that he did with psychology. The nigga was high on cocaine. Did you know about that, Glenn?
Yeah, I did. And he had the mommy stuff.
Why are we taking psychology from a dude high on cocaine?
For another time, Marcus, don't ask me what I think about psychology. Yeah, that's a different time. I'm
the same way. I'm the same way with you. Yeah, so.
Turn that switch off of me right now, because I have a lot of things I have to say about that. Yeah, no. What's that? Psychology? Never heard of it. Everybody should do it. It's great. BetterHelp. Promo code TDL.
Promo code TDL.
Everyone needs it. You don't just need to find a new job. You don't just need to find a new job and start working out. Actually, you're insane and you need pills.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree with you there.
Anyways. Yeah.
I'm just saying, when I learned this dude, like, we take so much psychology for this dude that just sniff cocaine all the time. I was like, yo, what are we doing as a human species?
Yeah.
Do we trust a guy high on coke to tell us about our brains?
Yeah.
But anyways, all right, guys, let's do the giveaway.
Yep, nothing to that.
Let's do the giveaway, guys. We get the giveaway here.
Run to the bathroom, get it rolling. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Anybody want to join the giveaway? $1.99. We're giving away the Under Armour shirt. Let me get that up for you guys. So let me get that up. Where am I at? Is this it? No, that's not it. Ooh, Marcus Johnson. Boom. So we're giving away the Under Armour shirt right here. Boom. Under Armour. You can see it. Look super official with your Raiders Under Armour shirt. You can tell people that the Under Armour sponsors the Raiders, even though it's a damn lie. But you can tell people that because it's on the shirt, right? I got your super chat, team. I got your super chat. If you want to join the super chat for that $1.99. And we're also giving away the if I can get back to this channel, we're giving away the TDL phone case. So that's the second raffle. So we got TDL phone case. Rooting for Brady is gross. I got you, dog. Anybody else want to join before we do this? Roll this out. Anybody else? I got one already. Dre, Dre, I got you twice already, bro. I got you twice on here already with your donation. Dre, I appreciate you every single time. Dre, for show. I appreciate, honestly, I just want to say, I appreciate all you guys. We're getting to year 7 of this channel. And I just want to say, might be some pussy ass shit, but I just want to say, I love all you guys for supporting this channel. A lot of you guys have been here from day one. You know what I mean? I appreciate all you guys supporting this damn channel, right? Every single one of you who supports this channel, who tells us that we suck when we do stupid shit, who tells us that our audio sucks when our audio sucks, who tells us all this shit that you guys tell us. I appreciate all of that, okay? And I know BD's gone. I'm happy you guys stuck around. BD's gone because you all could have left. Let's keep it real. You all could have left. BD left, and I was worried as fuck when BD left. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When BD left this show, I was worried as fuck. Actually, my ex-wife actually left me. This is some deep shit. Sorry, guys. My ex-wife actually left me after BD left. So damn. I appreciate all you guys for doing this shit, for sticking with me. You know what I'm saying? So 100% sticking with the channel, keeping this channel growing, keeping the brand going. I appreciate you guys for all this shit. 100%. No lie. Don't think I don't fucking love you guys. Okay? All right? But anyways, couple more seconds here, and then we'll get this show going here. Justin, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
See, this is why he's my dude. I appreciate that, man. All right. Anybody else want to get in here? Dawn 99 before I do this.
Ooh.
Anybody else?
Castro Raider.
Oh, Castro Raider, he's in here. Oh, all right, Castro. All right, Castro. Here we go. Castro Raider. All right. Here we go. Anybody else? Here we go. Last seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she didn't want to grab him. You're right about that, CMV. All right, guys. Let's do this. All right, so I'm gonna get this up on the channel here. Let's get this down. Wheel of names. Just shuffle it up a little bit here. But we do a couple shuffles here. And let's get it. All right, here we go. For the Under Armour shirt. Jay Will. For the Under Armour shirt. All right, here we go. Let's go over the TDL case here. Let's go. Sacktown. Here we go. All right. So make sure I got. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more for you guys. I'm gonna hook you guys up. We're gonna do the Under Armour shirt for one more person because I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. But make sure I got everybody out of here that shouldn't be in here. All right. Here we go. One more. Fucking Ryan the Lion, bro. Oh shit.
Yeah. He doesn't stop winning.
All right, guys. So if you won, so we got who's the winners? I forgot. Shit, man. I forgot. If you won, I'm gonna put my email here at the bottom here. Mark John Football. All right, guys. I'm gonna hook you up with either the shirt, or let me know if you won the second time, you won the TDO case, right? And the first and third, you won the Under Armour shirt. So I'll put my Gmail down here, guys. Make sure you guys check that out and support the channel that way. And then also, support the fucking channel anyways, man. Make sure you guys buy a
Exactly.
duffel bag. You know, we got all the shit on there. Get you some jeans. Get you some sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? Get you a shirt. Get you a hat. You know, you got the hats up here. I got the white hat for you guys. I got the white and black duffel bags. You know what I'm saying? I'm hooking you guys up. You know what I mean? I'm even thinking of putting up the LinkedIn jab step for the Mendoza. I don't know how long this could be up though before we get hit up from Mendoza and his team. But I'm thinking about putting that up, Glenn. I'm thinking about putting the LinkedIn jab step.
Do it.
Right? I think I should. I think I should, man. I think I should. All right, guys. We're out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Peace.